Today we're talking about the meaning of life and what happens when we die. This is the Five Squad. Hello, world, and welcome to the first episode of our lovely podcast titled The Five Squad. So today I am here with my lovely wife, Haley Andrews. My name is Evan Andrews. For those who do not know us, we are a husband and wife duo, and we decided to make a podcast so that other people out there can get to know us and what it is that we do and maybe connect with us a little bit. So, babe.
So fun.
How is this for you?
I think it's a little nerve-wracking, but I'm sure I'll get better at it.
You think so?
Yeah, I think.
So for those that do not know us, we decided to make this podcast to really show everybody out there what, a husband and wife go through, husband and wife entrepreneurship, and all of the lovely things about life that stress us out. We want to bring those to the forefront and be able to talk to everybody else out there and maybe connect with some people. So if you are just tuning in, this is going to be a lovely video and a lovely audio track if you guys are just listening. And we really hope that you enjoy this. So let's get really serious for just a second, babe.
Got it.
Let's very serious. So what's the meaning of life?
Yeah, I don't think I can answer that one.
Just kidding. I'm not going to get too far and too in depth into some crazy stuff like that in our first episode. So, but I'm really excited to be here. I don't know about you and
I'm super excited. I mean, like I said, it's a little bit more nerve-wracking for me than you, but super excited to be here for sure.
I'm really glad that you decided to do this with me because I know we've been planning this for 2 months now or so about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so how was it for you when I asked you to do this?
I think it's been a long time coming. I mean, I think we do everything together. So doing something like this is kind of been waiting for something like this, but also not sure. Yeah. It's more your realm than mine. So,
well, I know that you don't really like the video aspect of things.
Yeah, definitely. So. If there was not a camera right there, I think I'd be fine. But I mean, the one thing I like most is being able to talk to you. I think that's something that's difficult in our realm. So yeah, that's what I'm most excited about.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm glad that we at least get to spend a fresh hour together here. So, yeah. So for everybody out there, we will kind of run down what to kind of expect on this podcast. And, we are not very full of ourselves. So we understand that nobody's going to sit here and listen to us talk for an entire hour. So the way that these episodes and everything are going to work is we sit down and we batch these. So every week you're going to hear roughly about 10, 15 minutes of us talking about particular topics that we have going on and things that we want to, put out into the world for everybody to, connect with us on. But, I think this show is going to be for definitely people that, are a young family, anybody that's thinking about, entrepreneurship and building a business. I'm in about year 3 of my business. And Haley here is what? You're in about 2 years?
This is my second year of business, but I think where my point of view will be is juggling parenting, a business, and a full-time job, and just all the things that come along with that. Yeah. I think that'll be where I really fit into this whole scenario.
Yeah, I definitely know how hard that is. I mean, as you know, I did freelancing for so long, still working a job, and then, getting back together with you and all of that, which we're going to get into about all of our history. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. But yeah, so people are they're going to find us. I'm going to set up everything. You're going to find us on YouTube so you can watch the visual, Spotify, and all other major platforms if you are just wanting to tune in and listen every week. And we will be releasing every week. I don't think we've actually decided on a day yet.
I don't think so.
So hopefully this comes out on a Saturday or a Thursday.
I think Thursday.
A Thursday?
I think Thursday.
Thursday is like our
That's
day.
My favorite day.
Yeah. So Thursdays are our special days
You'll
of the week.
You'll hear about that later too, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they will. But yeah, cool. So
what other places? You didn't finish.
What other places? So
YouTube,
YouTube for sure. I think that'll be our main place because
Probably.
of the video visual component, but Spotify for sure. I think we'll distribute through Anchor. So if you
idea
listen to
what that
podcasts on a particular channel, don't worry, you will be able to find us. You just got to tune in and, follow us there. But we will probably have our own social channels. We'll make a TikTok. We'll do all of that.
Yeah.
You're going to manage that. I already manage too much for my own stuff. So you can
And then
find
what
us
about
there.
our personal pages too?
Oh yeah,
Like our
definitely.
business pages and stuff like that.
Well, we'll reshare everything there. So definitely a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
From the digital standpoint of how you guys can find out about us. But yeah, so this basic first episode, we didn't want to get too in depth into a whole bunch of different things. It's really just an intro and to really let everybody out there know how they can find us. What to kind of expect, at least the introduction of who we are, right? So, but yeah, I mean, going back to kind of, I guess, where we started, babe.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of life?
I don't know. I think just having fun.
Well, you've been on the I guess is this self-help podcast journey for the past few weeks. I mean, what?
Few weeks.
I mean,
I'd say like the last 3 years, but I go back and forth.
I just know that you've been every day. You say my episode was good. My episode was good. So you're following a particular one.
Yes.
Which one is that?
I'm doing Growth Day with Brendan Bouchard. I got the information from my Beachbody, which is now Body coach. I'm not a big fan of paying for things like that, but as I get further and further into the topics, I think there's only so much you can get for free.
Yeah.
That's something I think is worth hearing about too.
Yeah. Well, as my mentor Eric says, Eric.
Yeah. Which also is not free.
Well, as he kind of enlightened me about, it's a mindset thing around like the freebie.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you don't put into a little bit of an investment, if it's $5, $10, $47, whatever the amount of money is, then is that thing very valuable?
I think that's exactly what I tell people all the time. I mean, a lot of people ask me like about how open I am with self-help and things like that. And I always say like, if I don't pay for something, I'm not going to follow through with it. Like that's just how I am. My time is really valuable. I don't have a lot of free time. So if I don't pay for something or if I get something for free, the likelihood that I'll replace it with something else, especially if it's something like to do with the kids or family, I'm not always going to follow through with it. But if I pay for it, then it's like a ding, like a sting if you don't follow through with it. And I think that's kind of where that importance lies with me.
Does it make you feel bad if you don't?
Yeah, 100%.
Like you feel like you're not.
Yeah, I'm not fulfilled. I'm not showing up for myself if I don't pay for it. And now as I get more involved in the topics, I realize that the free stuff can only get you so far. And it does matter. Like you do, if you're not showing up for yourself in a certain way, then it feels bad.
Yeah.
And I think putting a financial aspect to that, it's just like if you go to like McDonald's on a date or if you go to, Perry's. I don't know.
Good. Yeah, I mean, with what you just kind of said, I mean, it's kind of like how the digital marketing realm works. Like there's the freebie that leads to the low ticket, to the mid ticket, to the high ticket. And that's kind of the progression of our betterment for ourselves and what we're doing.
But I think we've both yes, the digital world is like that, but I think just life is like that too. Like you start in one space or one part of life and then you keep moving forward. I think it's the same thing in the digital realm, the self-help realm, the business realm. I mean, you can't stay stagnant in one space and expect to grow.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I know how it's kind of like how you and your mindset around like purchasing things sometimes. Like she's definitely of the mentality of I'll pay $20 40 times, or can I just buy the $600 thing?
No, I don't have $600 one time.
You can make the arrangements.
No, you're right. I get it.
But so that basically wraps up episode 1.
Yeah,
we're already done with episode 1. Oof. How did that feel?
I'm excited.
You are?
Yeah. I'm not as nervous. Yeah. I mean, it's just talking to you, so.
Yeah. Well, don't be startled if you are watching this over a video component like YouTube or something like that. We will, in the next few episodes, be wearing the same clothes. So, like I said at the beginning, we batch record these every third week or every third weekend of the month. So you will see.
Do you think people are really paying attention to that?
I mean,
I pay attention.
When a week goes by and like the aesthetic doesn't change and all of that, yeah, I think people notice. But I'm very open about it right now. That hey, our clothes are going to be the same for the next 5 episodes.
His clothes are probably going to be the same for the next 5 years.
That's what
he has about 5 shirts and 5 pairs of pants. So good luck with that.
I will get to changing my wardrobe for you, honey.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
stay tuned for that one because that's what I'm most looking forward to.
Maybe it's in the next or 6th episode, right?
Right.
So okay.
We'll see if it's a new shirt.
So everybody out there, thank you for listening to our inaugural episode here over at the 5 Squad. And we will get into our next episode, which is going to be over our history as a couple and how we met. So
you definitely want to hear that one because
it's like a rocky road journey.
But Rocky Road is a good ice cream. So
stay tuned for next week.